Pow! Welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Now, I have listened to the comment section from my unboxing video and I have changed my plan and changed my schedule, and I am now doing the Deadpool wave first, as you can see by the massive hint on the table in front of me. This is, of course, the second Deadpool wave that we've already had this year. The first one was the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. This one, if you couldn't tell, is the Sauron Build-A-Figure, aka Dr. Carl Lycos. So Carl Lycos is obviously his alter ego, is Sauron from the Savage Lands. I will get into all that when I do my Who Is He segment, when I review this guy. But let's take a look at the Deadpool, shall we? Is he in bed with Sauron? Who knows? But he's obviously got no trousers on. That's right, in the UK we say trousers, not pants. He's got no trousers on, he's got his slippers on, socks, and some guns that look like Nerf guns. So yeah, I'm gonna open it up, do all the interchangeable head swaps that people wanna see, and get into it, shall we? On the side of the box we get Deadpool. On the back we have a hilarious write-up. It says, la la la, oh hi there, been here long, what's that? What am I wearing? Well, this pretty little number I like to call Deadpool and Chill. Hilarious! And of course, as always, we have a list of all the figures in the wave we need to complete the Sauron Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Deadpool with no trousers. And yeah, as you can see, it does look like Nerf guns, doesn't it, on the back? So as much as I do like the quirky packaging, Hasbro are trying something different, which I always appreciate. Let's open him up and see what it's like out of the box. And here's Deadpool out of the box with no trousers. What do you think, people? I actually quite like it, believe it or not. When you see these type of figures displayed on the shelf, you think to yourself, nah, I don't need that one, I can skip that one. And then you buy it, get it in person, and you're like, yes, I need it. And this does represent Deadpool, the character, quite well, let's be honest. This is straight from a comic panel, and it looks very good. It's the Bucky Cat body with new sculpted legs. I tried to take his slippers off, but they don't come off, they're attached. But all the leg detail is sculpted, and it does look very good. I will do some head swaps in a minute to see if this head fits on the old Juggernaut wave Deadpool, and even the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave Deadpool, but yeah. This does look decent. It pops, doesn't it? It stands out on the shelf. If you have that on your shelf, good luck explaining to your girlfriend who already hates you buying action figures why you have an action figure on the shelf with no trousers. I wish you luck. He comes with the Sauron Build-A-Figure, and this looks good. This looks very good. Look how good that jaw articulation is. There's decent neck articulation. You're going to be able to get this guy in some good flying poses. There's an articulation there for the tail to be attached. This is looking very nice. So obviously subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. Once I've reviewed all the figures in the wave, I'll come back and review Sauron, do a Who Is He segment. And yeah, this guy looks very good. Look forward to that. So subscribe and come back for that. He also comes with two guns that don't fit in his holster. These are the exact same guns that come with Domino from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave. She come with purple versions. So as you can see, there's her purple gun, there's Deadpool's gun, and then again, there's her purple gun, there's Deadpool's gun, exactly the same. People say that these are based on Nerf guns, as Nerf is owned by Hasbro, so they obviously might have the rights to these specific designs. Who knows? Nobody knows, but that's a decent theory, to be honest. He does hold them well, to be fair. He's come out of the box, the joints are very stiff, pun intended. He was in bed, let's be honest, with no trousers on. Of course he was going to be. And yeah, he's going to stand out, isn't he? I really like that face sculpt. Let's zoom in and I'll show you in detail a little bit more of the figure. So there's a closer look at the head sculpt, and let's be honest, that looks really good. We sort of wish we had one of them with the previous Deadpool. So now we've got one, and hopefully it will work when we do some head swaps. The teeth and the mouth are very well sculpted and painted. There's no sloppiness. Even the mask that's pulled up a little bit, you can't see any sloppy paint. It looks really, really good. You've even got the little bit on the back there. And yeah, looks really good. Other than that, it's just the Bucky Cat mold on the top half, so it's nothing we haven't seen before. Obviously, his bout is a separate piece, but there's no joint to take it off, so it's stuck there, but it's separate. And yeah, the hands, again, the same ones we got with the Juggernaut wave Build-A-Figure, and then his trousers. Well, no trousers, his boxer shorts with the love hearts on. Again, this looks like it's straight out of comic panel. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, the legs are very good, very sculpted detail. It looks like there is paintwork underneath the... It looks like there's like a grey sort of tone to it underneath the skin colour. I know that sounds weird, but when you get it in person, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, looks very good. And these pink slippers as well. Who did he rob them off? They are pretty funny. And he's only got one sock on. Don't know what that's about. But yeah, they look pretty cool. It's just quirky, innit? It's just a quirky figure that represents the character from the comics. So I think people are going to enjoy this one. Again, I know Figma did a version, but now you have one in Legends scale that hopefully will fit with the rest of your figures. So as I mentioned, he holds his guns very tightly and he looks good. As I said, you put him amongst some action figures, he's going to stand out. He looks very good. So let's get into the segment, people. Even though I shouldn't have to explain who this character is, Ryan Reynolds does a good job of that on a daily basis. But let's ask the question, shall we? Deadpool, who is he?
This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character that this figure is inspired by. So, Deadpool, who is he? Real name Wade Wilson. His first appearance as Deadpool was in New Mutants 98 in February of 1991. With a military history, Wade found out he had cancer and was offered a cure if he joined this experimental project we all know to be the Weapon X program. Unfortunately, it seemed to fail and his cancer went into overdrive and scarred all his body. But on the brink of death, his healing factor kicked in and gave him these regenerative healing abilities. Taking on the name of Deadpool, he now lives his life in the Marvel Universe as a skilled marksman and swordsman, mercenary for hire, we all know to be the Merc with a mouth, who often will break the fourth wall for comedic effect. With lots of history in the Marvel Universe, joining teams like X-Force and even recently the Avengers, Deadpool's popularity does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon.
There you go, so I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. And yes, any loyal viewers of my channel will recognise I've used that Deadpool segment already, but it's the same character. It's just Deadpool with no trousers, so there was no need to do a separate version of the Who Is He segment. It's still Deadpool. So as I've been playing around with this a little bit more, the way it was posed in the box has sort of made the joints a little bit, I don't know, I feel like I need to get some hot water to them because that hand is like sticking out too much for my liking. So yeah, I appreciate Hasbro trying some quirky poses in the box, but it does mess with the figure when you're trying to get it in a more generic pose. But let's bring in some other Deadpools because I know that's what everyone's wanting. So this is probably people's fan favourite Deadpool at the minute, and this is from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave, and then the Deadpool, there he is. He's always late, isn't he? He's always late on his bloody Vespa. This is the Deadpool from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, which I think is the same as this guy. But looking at it just now, the reds do look different. This one looks much more vibrant. So let me get him off his Vespa. And by the way, the rumours are, people, we're going to get Riders Wave Deadpool on Vespa bike. So yeah, they're the rumours. That's my San Diego Comic-Con. I just dropped loads of toys. Oh well. That's my San Diego Comic-Con prediction. And yeah, straight away, just by getting that guy off the bike, you can tell straight away the difference in the colour red. Can you see that? Does it come across well on the camera? So the guy in the middle, no trousers Deadpool, is definitely more vibrant. Like, I actually prefer that colour red, but it's a lot more vibrant to that colour. So you're going to notice the head when you swap it. So I'll try it, but we're going to notice it. So take his head off. Let's put it on there. And do you see what I mean? It fits, not a problem. Pops on the ball joint, but it's too bright. Like, doesn't fit the rest of his suit, which is disappointing because that might have been my favourite Deadpool if the red matched, but it doesn't. Sad times. Now, does it fit on this guy? I'm assuming not, but it might. So it fits better, but still not perfect. Again, the reds are a little bit different. This head's like a different size and it's very loose on the peg. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it doesn't fit perfect on this guy either. So the head swapping possibilities are not as perfect as we would have liked with this head. Now, I forgot to get the unmasked head out, so let me go and find that. There you go, one positive. The unmasked head does seem to fit this body, not a problem, and it sits quite tight on the peg as well. So if you wanted your Deadpool posed with his legs out and no mask, then it's gonna fit. The head is a tiny different shade to the skin color, but not too noticeable. The sculpting detail matches, it's just the way they're painted is different. But I don't know, you can't, in person, when I'm actually paying attention to it, you notice. But if you're going to have this guy on the shelf and you're just glancing on it at a distance, and you're not going to notice. But they are slightly different skin tone. But it does fit. So, yeah, it's a shame because I actually liked this unmasked head for Deadpool, this half unmasked head. And it's a shame it doesn't fit on the other version of Deadpool, because that is probably what I would have used it on myself. So, yeah, sad times. But other than that, I like the figure. It's quirky, represents the character quite well, shows off his stupidness. And yeah, what do you think, people? Let me know what you think. I thought I'd start off on this guy because it's quite simple. Pull in just for comparisons as I brought them out. Cable and of course Domino as well. So I hope everyone's seen Deadpool 2 by now. We didn't get any movie figures. We won't for a while, not until the Fox rights get sorted. But these are looking very good for comic-based Deadpool characters. So you let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm going to get on with reviewing the rest of these figures. So as always, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. There's always going to be a video playlist, lots of reviews to come. And as always, I shall see you on the next one.